Hi everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing the second part of the fall fragrances video. Fragrances I'm really excited to wear this fall. If you have not seen part 1 already, I'll go ahead and link that for you guys. But let's get right into these fragrances. I thrive in the fall and I have a ton of fragrances I'm super excited to wear and share with you for this fall season. First fragrance I pulled is La Capitale by Xerjoff. So for me, I feel like this could be a unisex fragrance, but this is a very like sexy, commanding, attention grabbing kind of fragrance. There's a spiciness to it, there's a strawberry opening, but it's definitely very spicy, it's definitely very powerhouse, it's woody, it's super sexy, and like I said before, it is going to command attention, it's going to turn heads, it's going to break necks. Like, this is a fragrance that you have to be confident in yourself to wear. Very, very seductive, very attractive, definitely more suited for nighttime in my opinion. I feel like you could pull it off in the day, like, I mean, wear fragrance whatever you want, but I feel like this is definitely more of like a nighttime fragrance. This is not an office scent. Every single time I've worn this fragrance, I've gotten a compliment, man, woman, like, it's just a really sexy fragrance. It smells really, really beautiful. It smells really, really attractive. So yeah, this is La Capitale by Xerjoff. And I also have to say, I do think there is a powderiness to this as well. I'm not exactly sure if I've noticed that before until now, but yeah, there is a powderiness to this as well. If you thought I was done talking about my coffee fragrances, you were absolutely wrong. And this is Ristresso Intense Cafe by Montale. So Montale, Mancera, you guys may or may not know, but they have fantastic projection, fantastic longevity, and just overall a really nice scent. And they typically tend to be more affordable for a niche fragrance. And oh my gosh, this one's so intoxicating. So when you get, like, if you're looking for an intense cafe, I would definitely highly suggest the Ristresso. It is so much more coffee forward than the Intense Cafe. Now this is a really nice coffee rose combination. It's sweet, but you're also getting like a true like dark like ground coffee kind of smell. You're getting like that typical Montale DNA, and then you're also getting like a sweet, beautiful rose. I do detect some vanilla in here. It's an extrait de parfum, by the way. Now this one is, again, a huge projector. You're gonna have an amazing sillage, so if you're going to be around people that are sensitive to fragrance, I wouldn't recommend this. But if you know you're gonna be outside, or you want attention, or maybe the people aren't going to be sensitive, you're gonna be at a party or something where you just want people to look at you, notice you, or whatever, I feel like this would be the perfect option. I definitely see, like, you know, if you're going sightseeing outside or something and it's going to be chillier, this would be an amazing option. Just a very beautiful coffee rose scent. I love it. I think this is like really top tier Montale. It's one of my favorites. I haven't tried like too many, but I've tried enough to know that this is up there with some of my favorites, and I think it's a really nice date night scent, and it just smells really sexy. It's perfectly unisex in my opinion. Don't let the rose scare you if you're a guy, and it just smells really, really amazing. So next we're going to be talking about Jany. Now Jany is a very, very delicious gourmand scent. So it has a vanilla dry down, so if you're looking for a vanilla based fragrance, this is an excellent option. So this one is, oh my god, I can smell it already. And honestly, the longer it sits, the better it projects, and like the more amazing it is. Like, this is a fragrance that just only gets better with time. But yeah, you're definitely getting apples, you're getting like apricots, you're getting plum, you're getting a bunch of fruitiness, you're definitely getting a muskiness, and you're getting a buttery puff pastry. Now this kind of gives like the whole effect of having like basically an apple pie. Never had a tarte tatin. Looks like an upside down apple pie to me. But with added fruits, there's going to be cinnamon in here. It's really sweet, but then you're also getting like a buttery puff pastry, and you're definitely getting that strong note of butter and puff pastry. Like, that's really front and center for me. There is a muskiness about this fragrance that I actually really enjoy. It keeps it very like light, like it's not too dense. So it definitely is really sweet. So this doesn't mean it's toned down or anything, but there is a lightness to it. And I feel like that also adds to like the effect of the puff pastry, that muskiness. Overall, it's just like a really sweet, delicious fragrance. It makes me honestly hungry every time I smell it, and it's just really intoxicating. I love to layer it with my other vanillas. Vanilla 28, for example, is fantastic. Any apple scents that you may have would layer well with. I think this would layer really nicely with Angel's Share. I have not layered this yet with La Tarte Tatine by Joussette. I think that would actually make a really nice combination. This, you're just getting like the whole effect of that apple pastry just chilling on the table, and maybe there's like a gust of wind or something. I feel like this would actually be like a perfect pumpkin patch scent, or you know, something to that extent. Very, very beautiful, gourmand. If you're into gourmands, definitely sample this if you haven't already. I want to say this is number 4. I really hope I'm counting correctly. I don't really want to come up one extra or one short. But this is another apple fragrance. I thought I would pull it, and this is La Danza delle Libelulle Nobile 1942. Now, you guys know I've talked about this before. Again, this is another fragrance I probably don't need to smell to describe it, but very beautiful apple scent, apple vanilla. I'm definitely getting like a coconut vanilla cream kind of vibe from this. There definitely is a creamy facet to this fragrance. Definitely very apple forward. You're getting a spiciness from cinnamon, which also adds to that gourmand element. And then you're also getting a warm amberiness, almost like it was cooked down and covered with cream. Like, this is a very gourmand fragrance. But the apples smell fresh as well. And that's why I find it interesting. I think it's really complex, and I think it's really beautiful, and it definitely is a vanilla-based fragrance. It's so yummy, and it doesn't do too much. Like, this is definitely like an easy throw-on fall kind of scent. Very, very beautiful apple fragrance. Yeah, this is so delicious. I'm definitely smelling that cinnamon in there. It's so nice. So nice. Everything about this is just high quality in my opinion. So next fragrance I'm really excited to wear this fall is Cavort. Now, I honestly have not worn this fragrance in a minute. Like, probably since January, if we're gonna be honest. But this is just a really nice, sexy date scent in my opinion. Now, it's definitely very spicy. There's saffron in here. Then there's also floral notes in here. You have notes of geranium. It's very grown up. It's very sexy. It's spiced. It's woody. It's floral. And like I said before, this is like definitely a night out kind of fragrance. When I wore it out on the town of Miami. I got super drunk that night. Had a fantastic night. But I felt sexy. I felt empowered. I felt amazing wearing this fragrance. This is just a fragrance that like I always want to have in my collection. I know Fragrance du Bois can get kind of pricey, but like there's always options for decants. There's always options for samples and everything. You don't have to have a full bottle of everything. But yeah, this is something I personally wanted to have a full bottle of. I even have a travel of it as well. I just think it's a really intoxicating scent. It's super sexy. It's very addictive. It's very spiced. Commands attention. You will get compliments with this, and you just feel like really empowered. You feel really sexy, and I feel like this is one of those fragrances that can just kind of boost your confidence and just make you feel great. And yeah, I just think it smells really good, and it's perfectly unisex in my opinion, despite there being floral elements. I want to say, is there jasmine in here? I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I don't know what the notes are for this magic juice, but it is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Another fragrance I would suggest for the fall, I'm gonna go ahead and chunk these two together just because I'm out of one of them, and then the other one I feel like needs to be mentioned. So this is Vanilla Woods by the Seven Virtues, and this is a very beautiful, sexy, dark vanilla. It has an interesting pear note in the opening. Very comforting as well. I feel like this is a very attractive fragrance, and it has a darkness to it, but it also can make you feel comforting as well as sexy and empowered. Like, this is just a really nice vanilla scent, and I think everyone should have this in their collection or at least sample it. It's very, very beautiful. And then I also want to mention Cherry Ambition. Guys, I ran through this like nothing. Like, this stuff is so amazing. easily one of my favorite cherries. Knocked a few of the cherries in my collection on the ballpark, and like me recently, I've been obsessed with cherry all over again. I was obsessed with cherry like 2 years ago. Last year I kind of wasn't feeling it, and then this year I'm obsessed with cherry again. So I finished this. I actually have to upgrade it, but this is like a deep, dark, sexy, leathery cherry. Like, this is so good. It is so good. It's everything I want in a cherry for an amazing price, and I definitely will be upgrading to the full bottle. I absolutely love this, and I cannot recommend this enough for fall. I really think you should check them out because these are some of the best from the brand, but if you're going to check one out over the other, this is hard. Me personally, I like Cherry Ambition a little bit better, but if you're like more of like a mass appealing kind of person, I would say Vanilla Woods for sure. But yeah, these are both really, really amazing from Seven Virtues. Another fragrance I'm super excited to wear for this fall is Crumb Couture by Sniff. Very, very beautiful fragrance. I've talked about this before on my channel. And this is like a, oh my gosh, this is like a flaky, buttery croissant with a light jam. And it's not like a super fruity jam. It's actually rose jam. So it's definitely like a, it feels like a nondescript kind of jam when you're smelling it. Like you could tell it's there, but you can't tell exactly what it is because it's so faint and light, but you're definitely getting the texture from it. And that's the best way I could describe it. But you're really just getting like that flaky, buttery croissant with a light jam feeling. And it is so yummy. It is so delicious. You're definitely getting like a light blackberry kind of feel from it. So you could maybe think like, oh, maybe it's a blackberry jam, but it's actually rose jam. But yeah, you're definitely getting like a little bit of berry vibe in the opening, but that's not prominent at all. Very, very nice gourmand. It's very affordable, and honestly, I've not liked a lot that I've tried from Sniff, but I'm obsessed with this one. Granted, I am a gourmand kind of person, but yeah, out of all the things that I've tried from Sniff, I definitely have to say that this is definitely a hit, and I really love it, and I'm again really excited to wear it this fall. So another fragrance that I'm really excited to wear this fall, I don't even think it could be a fall fragrance video without this one, and this is Rosendo Matteu No. 5. So while it is really expensive retail, you could probably find it for just over $100 on any of the given discounters. I think I got my bottle for like 110 possibly, so this is 100 ml, so I think that's actually a pretty decent price if you're looking for this. But I just think this is like just the epitome of sexy. Now this is extremely unisex in my opinion. So when I first got this fragrance, I definitely got like a burnt rubbery or burnt plastic kind of scent, and I would have to say that if you don't like it when you first sniff it, give it a chance, please. Like, this is like, you know, I'm not really one for like forcing yourself to like fragrances or, you know, repeatedly try a fragrance until you like it, but I would have to say it probably took all of about 2 or 3 times for that smell to not even like register in my brain anymore. Like, I didn't even smell it anymore, and I really just got a exotic, floral, spiced, ambery musk scent essentially, and it's just really, really beautiful. Like, even on here, it literally says floral, amber, sensual musk. And this is like one of the sexiest fragrances. I've gotten a compliment almost every time I've worn this. Granted, this is not going to be everyone's style, but this is just a really exotic feeling kind of fragrance. I have not smelled anything really done like this before. I know people compare this to Baby Cat, but I feel like Baby Cat's like more vanilla. Like, I don't know, I think they're both spicy, but I don't really think that they smell too much alike, and that's just my opinion. Some people could say they're the same, but I don't think so. I cannot wait to wear this stuff. This stuff is fantastic, and I know that so many people love this fragrance. Like, this is just top tier stuff. This is Loubiprince. So unfortunately, the price point on this is really not that great, so if you can find a deal somewhere, I definitely would. I found mine on TJ Maxx and online, and I actually got like probably the best price I've seen on this on any discounter really, so I really lucked out there. But not only is the bottle super heavy and luxurious, like this is definitely like some top tier quality stuff, but you can also smell the quality in the ingredients. I feel like the price point reflects on that. So this is very like thick, powdery, spiced vanilla, but it's not like a typical vanilla. I want to say this has to be like benzoin or something resinous. It's definitely like a or like a tonka bean actually, because it has like a thickness to it, but it's not too sweet. It's woody, it's resinous, it's dark, it's ambery, spicy for sure. I just think this has such an elegance about it, and I absolutely love the bottle. There's a snake up top. You have that Louboutin red that's on the heels, and I just think this is a really elegant fragrance. Perfect for date night. I honestly feel like this would be great into the winter, and it is a really amazing fragrance. This one is called 5 o'clock au Gingembre. Now, I don't even know what made me sample it. I think I was on FragranceNet, and again, to meet my minimum spend free shipping threshold, I just wanted to grab something quick, and I think I just saw a bunch of decants and I was like, oh, the name of that one sounds kind of interesting. So granted, there is ginger in here. You're definitely getting like a fresh, spicy kind of ginger. It definitely feels like a fresh ginger. It's not like a gingerbread or anything like that. I'm getting like a citrus kind of vibe from this, and like kind of a green vibe as well. Like, this is very uplifting. It's very zesty, and it just smells really, really good. Like, I have the time of my life. Like, I like to take hot mom walks. That's like my thing. Throw my kids in their stroller and just go. I have like a wagon and I just put them in there. And I loved when it did actually get a little bit cooler. I used to spray this and I would just take my hot mom walks, and this smelled fantastic. Like, this is just a really underrated fragrance. I think people know how good it is, but I don't think enough people know about it, if that makes sense, because like a lot of people do like it if they know about it. But yeah, this is just a really nice fragrance. I want to say I got a full bottle for $60, which is fantastic for a niche fragrance. I don't know much about Serge Lutens, but from what I've seen, you can get a bottle for a really nice price. It's just really elegant. Like, it just screams luxury. And I love this. Like, I can't even describe it that well because it's been a minute since I've worn it, but this is actually fantastic, guys. Yeah, I feel like I actually need to put the notes on the screen for this one because I didn't really do it justice. But yeah, this is just a really nice scent, and I'm really excited to wear it this fall. I think I'm going to talk about this one and then one more after that, and if you guys want a third video, let me know. But I feel like I got most of my favorites out of the way. So next one I'm going to talk about is Mystic Sugar by Coreterno, and this one's extremely gourmand. So if you don't like gourmands, you're not going to like this one. Now, this one's really interesting. So it has a really nice note of pineapple. Yeah, pineapple, cacao. You're definitely getting like a spiciness. I want to say there's ginger in this one as well, actually. And there's vanilla, there's sandalwood, and it smells sugary. Despite there being like no sugar note, it's literally in the name. It has a sugary pastry kind of scent about it. It's very beautiful. So I've never had a pineapple upside down cake. I've heard a lot of people describe it that way, and I've kind of accepted that as my description, but truthfully I've never had one, so I can't necessarily say if it is or not. But I definitely feel like a chocolate spiced cake with pineapple on the top would do this justice. I'm definitely getting like a spice kind of vibe with this. Very yummy. Makes my mouth salivate every single time. Sandalwood in here is really nice vanilla in here. I think this brand is really underrated. I have another, I think I have a travel size spray from them that I actually really like, which it's not gourmand at all. It's actually really different. But yeah, this one's a really nice gourmand. It is powdery for sure. I definitely want to note that it is pretty powdery, it is pretty spicy, but it's very, very yummy. And if you get a chance, I would definitely say to sample it. I can't say this would be everyone's cup of tea, but it's definitely mine. I'm definitely a cacao and chocolate kind of fragrance girl. So yeah, this is right up my alley. And I think the pineapple in here is actually done really, really nicely. And by the way, guys, these bottles are a work of art. Like, I will always show off this bottle. I think it's absolutely stunning. Their fragrance, I'm really excited to wear this fall. And yeah, I think I am going to make a part 3 about this, on this topic, because I am already looking at my collection and I see so many more fragrances. I'm really excited to wear this fall. But this is Magenta Tanzanite. Now, this is a really gorgeous date night fragrance. This is more of like a deep, dark, sexy, spiced kind of fragrance. Now, this has coffee in here. Oh, I forgot how good that was. It has cardamom in here and it's just dark. It's sexy. It's in the same vein as Minuet à Demi or Changing Constants from Pentalogons or Raised Spirits by Navitus. They're all in the same kind of family. This, I actually was going to pick up Raised Spirits by Navitus and then I totally forgot I had this one. So I think I'm good on that scent profile for now, but it is very like sweet, but it's also dark. It's really sexy. Coffee, it's spiced, and it's just really delicious. So this to me is like gourmand in a way, and it's sweet, but like I can't exactly say it smells like anything in my opinion. I honestly suck at describing fragrances sometimes, but I absolutely love this. I love the bottle. I think it's super sexy. It smells absolutely amazing. And this is like a just very intoxicating fragrance. So I think that's where I'm gonna stop. Like I'm really sad because I have a few more that I definitely want to talk about. I'm just like looking at my fragrance collection like, oh, I want to talk about you, but my battery is honestly about to die. And I feel like I could save that for another video. So if you guys want to see that, definitely let me know. I will be more than happy to make it, like 100%. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me for another video. I appreciate your continued support and just the fact that you're spending time with me and listening to my opinions really means the world to me. So with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, wherever you are. I love you guys so much. Bye.